I'm going to start about this, to talk about this. Hold on just a while. I just my computer for a while. Mine is a bit different. It's okay. 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 Okay, so we talk about my today. Today I'm going to share to you one of the very special product of Ventros is known as PSR. In fact, if you understand this product, you will notice that this is like a treasure. If you really understand what function this product can do, you will notice that this is really a treasure. It's like a bowl, the bowl. Why I say that later on, I'll explain to you why. And you notice that if you notice that in this kind of similar product in the market, there are more than 20 or 30, especially in the US. They come from the US. I still remember many years ago, I think probably about 10 years ago, I was exposed to this product. No, before this product, actually, I was exposed to this product probably about 20 years ago already. Before that, subsequently, about 10 years ago, I was also again met by somebody who actually come from Australia. They also want to promote this product, but theirs is only trace minerals. Okay. Now for us, our PSR is much different. I'm going to go into very deep so you understand it. Once you understand, then you will see how you want to what they call that, to capitalize on this special treasure product and try to make it a part of your career. Okay, please. Okay, let us start. Now, what is this PSR? Okay, actually the correct initial is P, S, and R. But because of registration, we cannot put PSR, so there's this word called PESAR. So we tried to make it sound like PSR. But when we first registered our product, we wanted to use PSR. The PSR stand for what? Actually, if you're talking about a very premium product that actually promotes self-healing and self-restoration. So this product, if you know it, it can actually help you to promote your self-healing and self-restoration. And it's considered a power pack. It's very power pack and super energized proprietary formulation. Why? It's actually a formulation that has been used for many years to actually promote so-called self-healing and also self-restoration. So in short, I always call it PSR. We call it PSR because to make us it's like a first initial to tell our people that this particular product is actually a premier self-healing and restoration product. Okay, let us go into the main function. Okay, the first function. Okay, there are four main functions of this particular product. Okay, this treasure product, there are four main functions. Basically, now in order for you to understand, let me just go through the function first. Start with A, then go down. Okay, A, electrolyte. Electrolyte. That means the first function is actually this product can conduct. It's actually an antiseptic function, has an antiseptic function. Now, what does it mean? Now, if you understand this content, the ingredient inside, this product was used when you consume it, it can help you can build up more oxygen, can actually cleanse the body externally and also internally. What do you mean externally? In fact, one of the many practice when we use this product is that you can actually, cleanse your water. What do you mean cleanse the water? For example, if you were to go to somewhere, especially places where the drinking water is not clean, example, you're not very sure whether it's clean or not, all you need to do is to drip a few drops, and this PSR will clear up and kills all the germs and virus, and you can drink it you can drink it safely. Why? Because this product is very highly acidic in terms of the taste. So because of the acid, it will kill all the germs and all the bacteria whatsoever it is. Okay, so you can use it as an external antiseptic, and internally when you consume it, later on I'll go into it, and because of the production of oxygen and all other things, it can cleanse the body from all these free radical and many other impurities in your body. Okay, now in terms of this antiseptic, you can use it if you, for example, right now we are having this AGX. Remember, we are selling those AGX silver, nano silver. Now, after finish using this AGX, the bottle that you're having, don't throw away. You put some, once it's finished, you use the water again, you put in water, and then you drop in again 10 to 15 drops of PSR. Now that becomes an antiseptic again. You can use it to spray on your face or even wherever you want to. Now, because again, let me remind you again, because of the special ability to convert some of the to oxygen and also to become an antiseptic. Therefore, when you use it on the body externally, it can help to sanitize and also to freshen up or to build up your oxygen level. Okay, so anyway, the first function of this PSR is actually an antiseptic. So because PSR created oxygen-rich environment where harmful bacteria, virus, fungi, even parasite and other infection agent cannot breed and multiply due to the rich environment created. So remember, now second function of this particular product is actually known as because of the electrolyte in this product. Now, as you all know, electrolyte is a very important component to help in our especially you look at it, the electrolytes actually supply the body with full range of needed electrolytes to keep the vital system, especially like brain nerves muscles to function and coordinate at peak performance. In short means electrolyte is a very important ingredient in our body to actually help us to perform much better. That is why those people who are in the sport activity, those sport they normally drink a lot of electrolyte. Like remember the 100 plus, all these drinks are actually very rich in what they call electrolyte. The only problem is that the 100 plus you drink not only the electrolyte they have electrolyte but very small amount, but you're also drinking the sugar, which is no good. So they should be drinking our PSR because PSR has a lot of high electrolyte. Anyway, don't worry, I will go into detail explaining about this electrolyte, how it works. Next one. Okay, then the next function is about oxygen. Now, this formulation, I'm talking about the super energized proprietary formulation. This formulation is very special. Why is this special? Because this ensure the PSR ensure complete replenishment of this vital oxygen that the body needs in order to facilitate and fight against over acidity, infection, brain function, degeneration, premature aging, and chronic fatigue syndrome. I'll go into detail, but basically what happened was because of this uniqueness of this formulation, when you drip or you actually how to say that you pour it into the drink, it has some kind of a reaction will actually promote oxygen. How is it? I'll go into detail later. But anyway, it will actually indirectly promote a lot of oxygen so that when you drink it, it become your body become will be actually so-called convert a lot of your because of this so-called the reaction, they call it the water splitting reaction, will cause your body to have more what do you call that, this oxygen being produced. And lastly, because in this product also they contain a lot of nutrient, namely we have this pine bark, we have this stem cell, apple stem cell, and also we have this grape what do you call that, grape skin, which is very good for the heart, and other things too, like even the amino acid plus also the enzyme. Okay, let us go into detail. What does it mean? Okay, the composition. Okay, the composition of this product has a few things. I'm going to highlight the few ingredients inside this PSR. First of all, we talk about the trace minerals. Okay. Trace minerals, they are all together 38 types of trace minerals. What are these 38 types? Later I'll show you. Now, basically, in this particular formulation, inside this formulation, they have 78 types of minerals. And these minerals, as you all know, they are all in nano form and they are actually in what? Trace form, that means in collider form. Now, we know that our body needs a lot of minerals. but we cannot take solid minerals. We need minerals in colloidal so that our body will be readily absorb all these minerals. So this formulation comes with a lot of minerals. The minerals that you cannot find anywhere else. And I will explain to you what happened just later on, what kind of minerals not found in other part of the food and whatsoever. The second ingredient inside this formulation is the enzyme. Enzyme in total, there are 34 types of enzyme inside this formulation. Now, enzymes are very important. Now, what are enzymes? Later I'll go to it. And amino acid, that means that there are this composition, trace mineral, enzyme, and amino acid. Now, this there are actually totals 17 amino acid. Can you go to the next one? Go down. Okay, let us go one by one. I'm going to one by one go into this. Next one. Next page. Hold on. Sorry. So far, can you understand?
So far, so good.
Okay. All right. So just now we are talking about the trace mineral, the amino acid, and also the enzyme, right? Now we are talking the other ingredient, which is actually the PSR. What are P stand for? Pine bark extract. Pine bark, actually, the pine trees are actually one of the very healthy, very powerful or very intelligent tree. I was told that pine tree, you can live up to 1,000 years old. No? So you can see the kind of the strength that they have. So that is why at one time, if you read about this development of this so-called plant nutrient, a lot of people was actually looking for this pine bark, was looking at this pine tree because they found out that the tree can live so long. So therefore, there must be some type of ingredient or some kind of specialty in this tree that can help to promote our human. And true enough, there are a lot of ingredients inside this pine bark. That's why we also use this as one of our ingredients. The next ingredient we talk about is actually the Swiss apple, which is this one compared to the one that we are talking about, CMC, is different. This one we are talking about the other stem cell. This stem cell is for antioxidant purpose, because at one time before the founding of this CMC, a lot of people are using this apple cells because they found out that this stem cell obtained from this apple, especially the Swiss apple, can help to maintain youthfulness and for antioxidant purposes. And that is why also we use this as one of the ingredients in the early stage. And then the third one, the last one, actually the resveratrol, which is the grape skin. Now, as you all know, grape actually, if you ferment it and you can process it, become wine. And wine, if you drink wine, if you drink it in over a period of time, it becomes a very, how to say that, a very beneficial to us, especially those people for the heart. So I'm not talking about over excessive of drinking, more of casual drinker. It can actually promote good health. So resveratrol is actually from the grape skin, which is actually, they have done research. They found out that this can help to prevent damage because of free radical, and also can promote good health in terms of better blood circulation. Okay, next one. Okay, just now remember I mentioned about the four functions, the antiseptic, oxygen, and then the electrolytes and nutrient. I'm going to go through this in very detail. Now we talk about the oxygen. How does this particular formulation help us to build our oxygen in our what they call it, in our body? Now, because of this formulation, because of this proprietary formulation, when you actually put a few drops in the water, the moment it touches the water, it must be of pure water or clean water. The water, as you all know, right? Water actually is what? H2O, right? There you can see the diagram, H2H and 1O. Now, what happens is that when you drop a few drops of this PSR into the water, what happens? The water, the so-called the water molecule, the bonds are holding this water molecule. That means the 2H and the O, the bonds are become weakened. So when they become weaker, now what happen? That means they easily, they easily can be discharged. And this is very important. Why? The moment they go into our body, and you know our body is full of radical, right? You know what happened? You will notice that you will look at the third diagram, which H2, now you can see that the both 2O, right, become oxygen. So what happened was, in short, when you drink PSR will actually loosen the water molecule. Thereafter, when the water is when you actually drink the water into your body, the water will actually, the molecule of this so-called O, right, will look for the other O, which is the O plus. O plus is actually denoted for free radical. So the water molecule, the oxygen from the water molecule will actually combine with the O plus, it become what? O2. Notice that? So what happens indirectly, that's where they produce more oxygen in the body. So this particular PSR is actually a scavenger. No? They will go around and look. No? They will look for all the free radical and then absorb them and then combine them together to form oxygen to your body. Now, forming oxygen in the body, is it good or no good? Definitely, it's very good because it will actually prevent a lot of sickness from happening. If you can actually increase the oxygen level in your body, a lot of good things can happen to you. Example, your body become more alkaline, and then your immune system become more stronger, and there are many benefits. So in short, our PSR can have this so-called water splitting technology reaction. I hope everybody can follow. Okay. Now, the next one. So I hope you understand about the oxygen. So when you drink PSR, remember indirectly, your body is producing. Our PSR is helping our body to produce a lot of this oxygen in the body, which in turn will help you in all other health issue, and also will promote your body to have self-healing and restoration. Okay, now we look at the other one, trace mineral. This trace mineral has to do with the electrolyte. Okay, continue. Now, the trace mineral, remember I mentioned there are how many trace minerals? Altogether, there are 78 types. Remember the first few slides that I actually talk about? These 78 types of, what do you call that, trace minerals, they are all from plant source. They are organic plant source. Number two, they are collider inside. Why is it collider? I mentioned before, you cannot eat or you cannot have like a solid kind of mineral. Like for example, you want to eat gold, you just don't bite your gold ring. You have to be in collider form, then only you can be absorbed. And number three, because of the collider form and because of the so small, it can be absorbed easily by whatever our cell, all the necessary cell. However, then your question asks, that means there's a lot of those very dangerous kind of minerals. Yes, if those are very, see, remember I want to talk about a little bit about divert about this AGX. Remember we talked about AGX. AGX actually is the silver collider silver. In the same way, it has to be collider because would there be any excessive leftover the silver? No, right? Because it's collider. Either be absorbed or they will be disposed as fast as possible because of the collider size. That is why it's very important the mineral has to be collider. The moment it goes in, if they are not used, they will be discharged out. So don't worry if there's let's say in your everyday living, like if you are exposed to those kind of very dangerous whatever, if they are in collider size, the body will discharge them very fast. However, if their size is become big, then you got problem. Then your accumulation may cause a lot of other problems. Okay, so the point I want to highlight is that collider size is very unique thing that we must understand for us to know that how our body can absorb these minerals. Okay, and then of course in this PSR we have altogether 78 trace minerals. Now, as you all know, most of the trace mineral, all trace mineral cannot be made by our body, correct? That's why we need to consume trace minerals through outside source, like for example from the fruits, from the vegetables, or even some of the animals, and also some of the things that we eat. So therefore, we must understand our body needs minerals. They need these so-called essential minerals and all these kind of trace minerals. But as you know, we cannot produce, so how? We have to consume from outside. So PSR become one of the source. The next trace mineral, actually, now let's say the trace mineral has to be ingested. Like again, it has to be nano size, then only it can be ingested. Otherwise, it could be a problem. Okay. Next one. Okay. Now I am showing you a very how to say that very familiar periodical tables. I think during when we was young, we used to study the science of chemistry. We are given this table. Now you notice these are the complete chemical in the world. Okay, next page. Now by actually the next page, I actually taken out all the harmful chemical. That means again, go back. This is the chemical all that is available on Earth. Next page. This is the page that shows the chemical, or they call it the trace minerals in our body, in our PSR, 78 all of them. So all of them are actually, it's a complete source of, what do you call it, chemical, so-called, sorry, a complete set of minerals for our body. So, like for example, I was doing a research. You see on the third left hand second, lithium, Li. You see the lithium, Li? Lithium, actually, you notice that lithium, actually, you heard about lithium battery. But do you know that actually lithium is actually in a very small amount in colloidal form are also very good for our body now, especially for what? For those people having anxiety, depression, everything. In fact, this was actually one of the main ingredient in some of the drugs to treat those people who are crazy, those people who have bipolar kind of syndrome, or those people having anxiety, heavy anxiety. So lithium is actually a very good so-called minerals to help us for our brain function. And then it goes on to talk about zinc. I think you know zinc is a very important minerals also. Zinc, so zinc actually is a very important minerals, in the sense that zinc, because as you know, right? I don't know, you are aware that zinc actually, if you consume a lot, it will help to promote, or they call it, to increase your body immunity. That is why they said doctors always say eat a lot of fruits eat a lot of those vegetable if you can drink mineral water. Why? Because they know that minerals in trace minerals, talking about trace mineral nano form and also colloidal form, they can help to build up your immune system. That's why you can see sometimes if you go to the pharmacy, they ask you to eat a lot of those kind of minerals, zinc, magnesium, potassium, all this. Now, these are very important trace minerals which can help us to make our body more healthier. Okay, so there are many others which if you can go and do a research, and then you can find out each of them are very useful to our body, and we can find this in our PSR. Next one. Now, because of this PSR has a lot of these trace mineral in colloidal form, in addition to providing our body need of this mineral, it becomes an electrolyte. And this electrolyte is very important for our body to so-called to promote our body, especially the nervous system, the nerves, the body, and the peak performance to continue. That's why those people who use to do a lot of sports, they want to drink a lot of this so-called what do you call that? This kind of drinks, this kind of high mineral kind of drink, like electrolyte one, because that will actually give them more what. Now, in order to show you, this actually the next page, I'm going to show to you. This, can you see the video? This video I'm going to show it to you to prove. Cannot play. Alamak. So how can I do here? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, have you all seen this particular video? Can. Okay. You see. Louder bit. Okay, in this experiment, you see, this water, there's no electrolyte. So the light is not lit, okay? They are not lit. Now, you notice that when we actually put one or two drops, only one or two drops, of this PSR, immediately the lights lit up. You notice on the right side, the light, see, the bulb actually lit up. Now, what does it mean? It means here you can actually logically figure out by increasing the electrolyte, you're actually increasing the conductivity of the current to flow between two poles. So can you imagine when you drink in this electrolyte, which is full of these trace minerals, or they call it colloidal minerals, immediately they will actually replenish your body with a lot of electrolytes. And when this happens, what happens? Your sensor, your function, your nervous function, especially the head office, which is the nervous central system, when they communicate with the rest of the body, the speed of internet is much faster, because why? Now your speed is very, very fast, because you have more electrolyte, which is the internet speed. Last time, maybe your internet speed only 1 gigabyte, but because of this, it become 10 gigabyte. So you can see the increase. Now, by having this kind of increase in this kind of internet speed, what happens to your body? Of course, your repair faster, your self-restoration faster, and more important, you are more energized. That is the reason why mineral is very important, especially colloidal and trace mineral form. They are very, very important to our body. Okay, next. Okay, now we talk about the enzyme. Of course, enzyme, there are actually total how many enzymes in our PSR? There are actually 34, right? 34 types of enzyme. Now, just to let you know what is the enzyme, I'm not going to go through this. Now, one of the example of enzyme is actually the saliva. I don't know whether you have tried this. When you eat, especially bread, you put your bread, a piece of bread inside your mouth, right? Without chewing, you don't chew, you just leave it for a while. What happens to the bread? It will slowly dissolve, right? And then become very flat, and then it break down to sugar. Now, this is exactly what happens. Now, inside our saliva, we have some certain type of enzyme. That enzyme will break down the bread to become starch, and then become carbohydrate, then become sugar, then become glucose. So enzyme is a very important so-called component in our body to help us to do that, to convert fats and carbohydrate into structure that makes the body function. Enzyme must be present for our body to utilize vitamins. Imagine, even though you have vitamin, but you don't have enough enzyme, so it's no use. You have minerals, but you don't have enzyme, also no use. So enzyme is a very important chemical in our body. This is actually biological molecule that can help to what? To actually to speed up the reaction of the digestion or even conversion of whatever you are eating to the necessary nutrient for our body. The next one. Okay. Now the enzyme that we are having in this PSR are all from plant source. Okay. And then their colloidal size, again, very important, colloidal size. And then their bioavailability is very high. And there are about 34 in total, different type of enzyme, 34 different types of enzyme. Okay. Now, of course, enzyme is very important. Just to repeat, the enzyme actually very important because it is used for metabolic and also antioxidant process. It also helps to make your body with the catalyst to speed up some of the reaction. Then your cell can enjoy much faster or immediate nutrient. And also they use it for digestive and also for absorption, assimilation, and also for elimination. Sometimes some of the process in the body want to eliminate, they need enzyme to help them to eliminate. Okay. So the enzyme is very important. Remember, the next ingredient that's found in PSR is the amino acid. You know, amino acid is very important for what? For building block of proteins. So the more amino acid in the body, the better. Of course, not more, because the important amino acid in the body is very necessary because you want to continue to build your muscles, whatsoever. These are the ones that help to build up they call it the building blocks of the protein. Okay. Now, our amino acids are from plant source again. This is very important, plant source. They are colloidal size They are actually very high in bioavailable, and there are in total 17 different types of amino acid found in this particular. So the question asked, how can this particular small bottle contain this kind of so special type of so many special ingredient and everything? Now, you don't, like I said, I was telling you, it's actually a very special proprietary formulation. Basically, I give you an example. Vinegar. Vinegar is very rich in what they call the enzyme, right? Vinegar is also very rich in minerals. Vinegar also rich in amino acids also. So when these are, if they use vinegar, some vinegar, or it could be rice vinegar or whatever it is, this will actually, when they put inside, it becomes the ingredient composition. That's why when they design this formulation, they actually use many types of plant like the vinegar, even the trace minerals, the amino acids, so they add up together to form this special formulation. Okay. So far, everybody can say. Okay, then we talk about the function and benefit. What are the functions and benefit? There are few of them. Increase, number one, of course, increase in body oxygen level. This is a very outright function, because the moment, in fact, there was a research done. They found out that after consuming before and after, you can see there's an increase in the oxygen level. And one of the tests that we used to do, by using remember the blood test, the live test, the blood before and after, you can see that the what do you call the red blood cell perform much better. They won't clump together. No? So these are the tests that you can see by having after consuming this PSR. And of course, this PSR, because of the oxygen level is very high, it becomes what? It becomes an antioxidant and anti-aging. So those people, those lady who wants to look young, want to stay young, want to maintain your what? Please drink this a lot. Okay. Then eliminate the free radical, as I explained earlier, because of the scavenger, like a scavenger, this PSR, they will actually take away they will actually consume all your free radical, and make them convert and combine them to become oxygen. So from a bad and free radical, now they become a oxygen supply to your body. So you can see how beautiful this product. That's why I say this product is actually a treasure. It's a pearl. Okay, of course, when your oxygen level become very high, and then your electrolyte become very high, what happens? Your body pH become balanced. Once it become balanced, what happens? A lot of things happen. Like one of the Nobel Prize winner, I think his name is Dr. Otto. He says that cancer cell only live in situation where it's less oxygen. The lesser oxygen that you have, let's say, for example, for the 48 hours, you reduce the oxygen level in your body, immediately your body will be very easily available to be attacked by these cancer cells. That is why he always promote that, in order to maintain good health, he actually promote the molecular reform therapy, where they talk about eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Okay, then we talk about help. This particular our PSR also help to detoxify the body, increase body metabolism, because the energy level now, because it's a power pack combination of formulation, it will actually give you power. In fact, a lot of those people who are doing athletics, you go and try, definitely your stamina will be much better. And then enhance nutrient absorption because of the formulation, and then boost energy and vitality, improve cell function, and help in quick wound healing. Okay, so these are the few which I can think of the function of this free so-called PSR. But of course, indirectly, what happened? Next page. Who should consume it? That's most important. Okay, I have listed down a few target people who actually should drink this. The first one is actually the diabetic people, because these diabetic people they need this kind of product to help them. Why? To improve their electrolyte in the body, to clear off to use up the energy, to improve the metabolism, to use up the sugar, and so forth. The next group of people is smokers. Smokers, right? Smokers are actually are those people who actually or they call it inhale a lot of this free radical in the body. So if you have this actually, in fact, I still remember when I was selling this particular product, a lot of our members are all smokers. So they actually, when they smoke, like they get very tired easily, and then they need another smoke to bring up their energy. But now, never mind. You just tell them, you try and see, you will see the difference. Even after they smoke, of course, I'm not encouraging smoking. But when they smoke, right, you ask them to you try this, then they will see the increase in their oxygen in their body. And then the next group of people will be the athletics. That means those people who are very involved in sports, even vigorous sport, competitive sport, that you can consume this because this one is an electrolyte, just like you drink 100 plus. But don't drink 100 plus. 100 plus got a lot of sugar. Don't drink one more. What others? You have a few other brand. Don't drink or those called Red Bull. No, drink this because Red Bull has a lot of sugar. Those kind of sugar which is no good, especially for those people having diabetic and whatsoever. But drink this, I tell you, you can see the difference in the power. And the next one, we're talking about heart patient having stroke patients, or even those people having heart problem or high blood pressure. All these are very suitable customer because why? Remember, the electrolyte in your body and the oxygen in the body will actually promote the energy level, will promote metabolism, and what will promote the communication. Remember, the electrolyte, it will actually promote the central nervous. So once your head office to the rest of the branches through the network is very efficient and very high power speed, you can see the kind of reaction, the kind of the communication, the kind of repair, the kind of self restoration become faster. And when this thing happen, that means self healing become much better. That's why I tell you, if you those people who knows about this product, I tell you it's a power. You must take it because it's a very good product. Okay. Then we all talk about also those people who are actually those people who require energy, those people having mental or stress, cannot sleep, also good for this product is very good. Those people who want to look young, those people who has a lot of pimples, a lot of those acne, you can drink this, and then you put it in a spray, and then you continue spray 1 day 3 times on your face. This our PSR. I can assure you, within 1 week or so, you will see very, very much different. Your face will look very much better. And then, of course, those people who are old, because when you're old, you lack a lot, you lack of many type of minerals. So you take this, then I am very sure they will replenish all the. But of course, you don't just drink one time. You have to drink a continuous period of time because by doing so, you will actually replenishing your minerals. What they call it, your minerals that shortage in your body. Okay. Now, don't forget, if you use this product together with IM laser, I tell you, it's a fantastic result, especially for those people who are having what? Diabetic. Our IM laser is very, very good for what they call that, diabetic. You add this on, I tell you, it's like a 天下无敌. It's actually fantastic. And I think I personally experienced and I've seen many people using it. Now, the only thing that because until now, this product has not been really pushed by us, so a lot of people didn't know about this product. I can show you, if I can show you many tests, I can show you many examples, I can show you many things that I know about this product. You will explain to you logically how scientifically this product can help to especially those people who are sick in terms of lack of, especially those people who require a lot of oxygen. This product is a must product. Okay, next one. Now, how to consume it? Of course, you add 8 to 10 drops to a glass of 250 ml. But let me tell you, actually, I don't drink it this way. Normally, because what happened, because I'm having this quite easily available for me. You don't drink one drop like that. What you do, you just press. This is how you drink. See? Why I drink so much? Don't worry, there's a test been done. There was this test done. There was this guy who wanted to make an insurance claim, on this particular product. You know what they did? What he did? He actually in 1 day, he go and drink more than 50 bottles. Same time. But what happened to him after that? Well, of course, he feel a bit too much, right? He actually had diarrhea. That's it. And the next day he became well again. So don't worry, any extra will be discharged. So don't worry, it will never contaminate and cause you to die. Don't worry about that. So this product is very, very, very safe. You can drink 100 bottles, you will never die. Probably you only have diarrhea only because of the liquid, and then the so much of these what do you call it, many things are excessive, so you may have to dispose it out. That's all. Okay, so remember, for our member, you those, especially our leaders, the more you drink, the more you earn. I hope that you don't drink like 1, 2, 3 and count 8 drops. You do. And I assure you, especially those drinker also can. Those people who drink a lot, or those people who are smokers, you drink a lot, and I can show you, you can feel the difference. And then those people, especially first timer who want to drink this, they, because sometimes 8 to 10 drops is actually the so-called standard kind of dosage, But if your body is a little bit sick, unwell, or your body is a little bit weak, go for higher dosage so that you can actually immediately replenish all those things that you don't have. Then itself it will become better. But of course, there will be some kind of healing crisis. Some of them drink area. After some time, they feel that they're a little bit itchy here and there, or they feel that they want to go toilet. These are good signs, because when you say go toilet, mean what? Actually, there's a detoxification problem, or those people who cannot sleep well. Why? Because the oxygen level has been increasing in your body, in your mind, and in your brain and whatsoever. So you feel a bit alert. It's okay. These are all the good healing crises. But there are also those kind of adverse kind of, like for example, you drink it, you feel a little bit warm. You thought that you're having fever. Actually, it's not. Actually, they are doing the self repair. So remember, like all products you drink according to your body requirement. And then if you have any problem, don't worry. Most of them, actually, all of them are actually healing crisis. Because like I said, this proprietary formula is not now only they actually came up with it. It's already more than 50 years old already. So anytime they already test it out, and then they have done many tests, they have done so many information about this. So it's a product that you can trust, and you can actually drink it. And it's in fact, for those people in adventurous, I encourage you to drink this to maintain your good health. Okay, next one. Okay, next now, let's us talk about a little bit. Since I got the opportunity to talk about this product, let me talk about a little bit about simple plan, our marketing plan, how we can make PSR as our so-called business opportunity. Those people who are interested. In fact, my so-called assumption is very simple. You consume one set and you sponsor 3%, first month, 3% buying one set. We have our package, right? Two bottle, is it three? Two bottle you buy at price of 3 bottles, you buy the price of 283, 100 BV. So every month you spend 100 BV, and then you continue to find 3%, and they continue to find 3%, and they maintain. And you see, second month, what happened? Second month. The first month, just now, you get how much? You get 600 and 106. Okay. Then second month, you buy 3, you sponsor 3, and they maintain, and they also sponsor 3. You know how much you get the second month? You get 229. Then the next one, third month. Third month, how much you get? If let's say the same process, you still drink 100 BV, and your downline who you sponsor also drink 100, and they sponsor 3, and the 3 sponsor 3. Now you have total how many percent? 40%. You know how much you're earning every month? You're earning about $1,000 now, 1016. Not bad, right? For the third month already, you can earn $1,000. So every month you just by drinking this so-called PSR and then give you good health, you're earning $1,000. Not bad, third month. Okay, how about fourth month? Yeah, 4,000 already. So 4,000, if this process were to duplicate until the fourth month, just drinking for 4 months, and your friends that you sponsor also drink, and they drink and drink and drink. By the fourth month, you earn how much? $4,000. Hey, not bad, right? In this kind of MCO, 4,000 not bad. Can buy quite a lot of things. Can even pay for a lot of our expenses. So it is a very good opportunity. I think that okay, next one, fifth month. Actually, I calculated until 6 months. So by the fifth month, if you were to continue like what I mentioned, you still consume and your downline still consume and they still consume, can you imagine the 5th month you earn about 14,000? Hey, where can you find a business or where can you find opportunity just by drinking good stuff, by introducing good stuff, and yet you can make 14,000 a month. And last but not least, 6th month. By the 6th month, you became what now? You become a diamond director. No? You earn 50,000. You know? So my friends, all my Ventros leaders and all my Ventros members, partners and leaders and friends, remember, not only I am laser, even PSR, if you know how to do it, you can become a diamond and you can make 50,000. Not bad, you know, for income. This is like a CEO income of a bank, you know. So, you know, so just drinking or 6 months, okay lah. Maybe we won't get so much. Maybe we 6 months, we only do half. Okay, half also not bad. We get 25,000. Not bad, right? Okay, 6 months, we don't do half. We only 1/4. 1/4 is how much? 10 over 1,000. So not bad. So it is some, I think it's in this kind of situation, it is how we take the opportunity we see, what opportunity we see. So I think, and I want to share with you, and I strongly believe PSR, if you know how, you must understand it. If you know how to use it, you know how to promote it, it can become a career for us, for those people who are specializing, not just only what they call our IM laser, but another product can build their career. Okay. Okay, so I have finished my presentation. I finished. Now it's time for question and answers. I hope everybody understand. Please please let me know what are the questions, or anybody is not clear, or anybody is not cannot understand what I'm talking about. Please ask. You can ask me now, or you can also ask me privately, like if you want to. Okay. Any question? No question. Anybody question?
Alan, hi.
Very safe.
Hi, Alan.
Yeah, Selva. Thank you. Good. Mr. Adam. Okay, I've been drinking it and I'm using this laser. Is
Yes.
it normal? Is it okay?
Very good.
Oh, no wonder.
You should be doing this together.
I'm doing it. In fact, I'm doing it every day without fail.
But how many? Okay, let me ask you, one day how many you drink?
I drink twice, but I don't drink the way you showed earlier. I drink about 10 a glass.
You drink more. I tell you, you can. I tell you what, you continue drink more. In fact, if you can drink at least 40 to 50 drops, but I don't do drops. I go by squeeze, because drops are to me so little. And I tell you, you will bring you will experience new next level type of health.
I agree. I honor that, because I did some studies, but I never went so deep. In fact, from you, I learned much better.
Okay.
I've been drinking this, and it's really very good. Thank you so much.
Very good, right?
Thank you. Very good.
Okay, welcome.
It's very good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I hope that you guys really can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, next one. Okay, Billy. Okay, sell food. Okay, actually, like I mentioned earlier, this particular so-called oxygen drink, there are many brands. Not only sell food, we have so many sell recipes, sell renew, agape, so many. There are more than 30 or 20. I can't remember. I still remember when I made a trip to US. I look at the shelf. I saw more than 22, and they are actually started many years. But ours, we are working with a company called Cell Renew. So this company has been in the market for 40 years, 50 years. And I don't want to condemn Cell Food, because I used to be the agent. My company, I work, I used to be the agent for this Cell Food. So I won't want to comment, because it's not fair, and it's not good. Because if you want to comment, you have to sit together, because they are actually quite similar product. But I will say that I will here between us, I will say that our PSR is much better, because we also add in the pine bark stem cell, plus also the resveratrol, which is the grape skin. This is another additional thing. Okay.
And we spray directly to eczema, will you dry out the skin?
Yes, you will. But for eczema, I would recommend AGX. Okay, you can use eczema. The only problem, because this person must be quite elderly or bigger a bit because if he's young because of the acidity, it will actually like a sting, you create a sting feeling for the eczema patient. So the kid may feel a bit like a shock. But I would think, I would say that those for kids use PAGX better. But if they're older, they want to use what do you call it, our PSR, no problem. In fact, PSR can be used for a lot of skin problems. In fact, I tell you, in my experience, we have saved many legs, leg one, because of the diabetic. Remember, diabetic has this problem, their leg cannot heal. After over time, cannot heal, and then they rot, they become, they're infested, they become inflamed, and then slowly they rot, and then become, become quite a bad shape. So we have been using PSR to help them by keep on spraying PSR to kill the and build up. So is this remember, PSR is very good and suitable for those people who are having wound. Okay. What wait, and Kangen water. Okay, different. I think, okay, it's good. There's somebody bringing about this PSR. Now, remember, PSR is a proprietary, it's a super energized proprietary formula. It's a formulation that actually allows you to not only to benefit the trace minerals, but also because of the oxygen and also the enzyme and amino built inside there to facilitate or to not facilitate, to nourish your body. Compared to other, talking about this, I don't mention the K water, they are just a filtration system, or they call it the purifier. So we are different. So one is actually it's a nutrient. The other one is a water. Okay, I hope I understand that. Yeah.
So can we add PSR into a tupper pot and drink all day? We're aiming the big pot will oxidize it or give
Okay. Actually, don't worry. You drink when you actually drip your PSR in the bottle, right? You can keep it for some time. Don't worry about that, because remember, when you put into the water, what happens? It actually loosens the water molecule bond. It still have not dislocated yet. It's only when it's located when you drink into in your body. Because when you drink into body, what happened? The water was actually, the whole water will go into your body, and then you will search for the free radical to get stuck. So if your water is very clean and don't have anything inside, pure, I'm talking of pure water, don't worry, it can retain there for some time. Okay.
Where PSR is made?
PSR is made in US, but we actually bring in quite big quantity. We pack it here. It's made in US. About 90%. 90%. No, more than that. 90% made in US.
Is it insured? Is it insured?
Insured.
Insured.
Okay, our PSR is considered food supplement. So it's not under like a but I can tell you the one that we buy from the company that sell to us, their company are all insured. They are actually the manufacturer. The manufacturer are the one who actually insured. I told you, remember the story how this guy tried to claim about this to this company. He actually go and drink, I can't remember whether 100 bottle or 50 bottle, and the only thing that he suffered was actually he couldn't. Okay, only thing that he had to go to toilet more frequently only, and then having diarrhea.
What are the competitive age of Ventro's PSR?
Okay, like say I mentioned before, we have actually, most of the oxygen water, right, they contain, remember, they contain oxygen plus electrolyte. But what we build in are antiseptic plus also the nutrient. The nutrient part we talk about, remember, the pine bark, the apple stem cell, plus also the grape skin, which is very good for our antioxidant.
Is there any clinical evidence of PSR effectiveness?
Clinical, you can. If you want, I can actually there are a lot. There are a lot. If you look at into the reports are done, because PSR is, we source it from a company that produce Cell Renew, CELL Renew. Okay, so if you go into this Cell Renew website, there are a lot of articles. They have done tests to do that. And personally, we have done a few tests here. In terms of physical tests, I told you, We actually check the ppn. We have done the what do you call that, the electrolyte electrolysis test and so forth. Okay.
What makes it to be so sour taste?
Because of the
One of the ingredients.
the many ingredients. Like one of them is actually vinegar. Vinegar, vinegar is a bit sour. Vinegar. And then I think if I'm not mistaken, what else? A few things are inside there that make it sour. Don't worry, they are actually good stuff. Vinegar, cho is good, not very good. If cho, if you can take a lot. In fact, it's a very good, rich in enzyme. They can help you to, for digestive and also to speed up some of the what do you call digestion process.
PSR made from where? From US?
From US. It's from US. We don't have the formula. We have to get it. We have to buy it from US. Yes.
Must keep in the fridge.
No need. You don't have to. And one more, since we're talking about this, keep the storage. PSR is very, very, very strong product. And not only strong, it can keep very long. The longer it is, the better it is. It's just like wine, The longer it is, you can keep it because you can never spoil one. They are very well. They are actually enzyme, It's like enzyme, the longer you keep, the longer it becomes like like wine, The longer you keep, the longer you have to ferment it, The process, actually, I still remember I cannot remember. I think they need to keep it for about 1 month or 2 months to ferment it so that you can have this sour to become vinegar. The sour thing. They had to make this, going through this process to produce this, what do you call that, this PSR.
PSR, is it alkaline above pH 7?
Okay.
What is the pH of
you first, one thing you must understand about pH in terms of body now, there's this called external and the internal. PSR is acidic, just like lemon, lime. A lot of fruits are actually acidic when you taste it. But the moment when they go into the body through the conversion, because of the enzyme plus also the metabolism and all the transport, it become alkaline. Right? You understand me? For example, I give example. Lime. Lime actually is very acidic. I think if I'm not mistaken, the pH is about 3 or -3 or 3 or 4. But the moment you drink lime water into the body, the process, it become alkaline. That's why doctor they promote you to drink a lot of lemon and those kind of what do you call it, citrus food, citrus juice. It is because they know that this one can help to make your body more alkaline. So in this sense, yes, for the taste and externally, it's actually alkaline, but when they consume inside, because of the converting process, it become alkaline. This is for sure. Just like vinegar. Vinegar also same thing. When you taste it, it's very sour, but you drink it, it becomes alkaline. Okay.
Okay, you mentioned something about acne. It is better to consume or use as an external spraying to your face.
Both.
Is it safe for teenagers?
Very good. Don't worry about. There's no only thing that you must especially on the face, have to control on the droplet, because the more droplet you put, the more acid, more sour and acidic. So sour and acidic, when you spray on your acne, which is very it's like an inflammation. You can feel the sting. So try off slowly first. Maybe you put 5 drops first. If you don't feel the sting, okay, then you increase it to 10 drops, so that you will make the your face must be able to adapt or to absorb this kind of stinging. Because a lot of people, I have many cases, some of my customers, they have very bad acne. After using it, of course initially you feel the sting. So the sting is because why? Because the pain, you know what I mean? When you have this acne, even you touch water and soap also, you feel very painful. So in this case, you had to try it out first. Maybe 5 to 10 drops. If okay, then 20 drops, but not more than 20 drops. And then you remember, if those people who buy our AGX, once you use up the AGX, don't throw away, just wash it away. Refill the water with a pure water. Pure water means either RO or even distilled water, some clean water. Don't have anything, pure water, and then you add few drops for the purpose of spraying one. So you don't waste the bottle.
Chris is asking what is the actual color of the PSR. We have been drinking it, and sometimes the liquid is like brown color, but sometimes the color are much more thicker. Is it because due to heat?
Okay, very good question. Actually, like I said, these are actually natural. These are all natural ingredients inside. the process of making this, I told you, there's one part, I can't remember how many months, there is a time for them to do fermentation so that they can have this effect. So this during this fermentation, because of it can be the temperature and it could be a lot of things. It create the kind of, like for example, you will never get let's say this batch is this color, this batch is this color. You can never have the same batch, same color one because of the process. But I can assure you, these are actually naturally what they call made what they call it naturally made ingredient. Therefore, the color will defeat. But and also, heat also will cause the color also. So you don't, if you can, please don't keep this in the car under the hot sun, especially under heat. So I will encourage you all put it in the room temperature. You should be okay. But when you take it out, you see a little bit slightly or a bit brownish or orange. Don't worry, these are actually natural because of the, I told you what, the fermentation. Very safe. Don't worry, very safe.
Can you spray PSR directly to wounds?
Very good. These are very good for, in fact, for wounds, especially I told you, remember, for those diabetic wounds, those wounds that takes long to come, and then those people who are having wounds, cuts, especially those people who get, let's say, for example, you accidentally, the hot water, you get, you get burned, you can actually apply on the hot water, the hand, you will have quite a very fast and effective kind of repairs.
Can gastric patient drink if it's acidic?
Yes, you can. You can drink it, but of course, you don't want, I hope you don't drink it during the empty stomach. At least you got somebody, you can drink it, no problem. Just an ordinary drink. In fact, don't worry, but the moment it goes to before it reaches the stomach, there's a conversion already. So by the time you go into it, no problem. Just like one, okay, when you're gastric, are you allowed to drink lime water or not? Or orange juice? Are you allowed? Yes, right? So it goes the same understanding. Only thing that, of course, we don't want you to drink a lot when you're having gastric. So you drink one glass is very, very little.
Okay. If the expiry date for a product is over, can we still use the product?
Yes. Remember, I mentioned, in fact, the expiry one, the better it is, because if the maturity of this yes, become more and more matured. I'm still keeping a few bottles of my old stock more than 20 years, and I still consume it. I treat it like a bone of my treasure, because these are very, very, just like like wine or like liquor. The more longer you keep, the better it is.
Cancer patient can take PSR?
Oh, actually, I don't want to overclaim, but actually, for cancer patients, this PSR is fantastic, because remember I told you it actually promote a lot of this oxygen in your body, and now oxygen is very, very good for what? Antioxidant. What happened? It's actually good for your, what do you call it, your cancer and whatsoever. But again, cancer and we are not supposed to be trying to emphasize because these are quite they call it a terminal disease, a very dangerous disease. So, but I can tell you, during my previous company, we sold a lot to the cancer people, and they really benefited. And many, in fact, I don't want to say what a lot of people after consuming their cancer become much better. Some of them actually survived through the cancer. I still remember one time I was doing it. There was this lady came in from Singapore. He came in and said, "Thank you very much." And I asked her, why so much? He said, "Do you know that this particular product saved me from cancer?" Yeah, it's true. And I also saw another lady in what they call it, in this Thailand. Same thing happened to her too, breast cancer. So anyway, to qualify, I'm not supposed to kind of tell you that this can help, but I'm just sharing you what is my experience. I hope that you won't take this. I don't say cancer can help. Don't do that. I'm just sharing it to tell you, yeah, we have many cases, people who use this and then they benefited. Okay.
Can stroke patient use it? What good effect will the PSR do for the patient?
What good? Okay, if you do it together with the, what do you call that, ion laser is very much better. Okay, let me ask you, remember why do you use ion laser to help in your stroke? Because ion laser, one of the functions, what? Acupuncture. Remember acupuncture? Then acupuncture requires a lot of electrolytes to flow, no? So can you imagine if you put in more electrolytes into your body, when you use it on the stroke patient, you can see what kind of significant changes in the body they can create for that particular patient. So you see the logic here? So PSR has a lot of electrolyte, has a lot of oxygen. These two so-called components in the body really can help a lot of self-healing and restoration purposes. And then especially you together with ion laser lagi good because of remember the what do you call it, the acupuncture. Okay,
What person cannot drink PSR?
what person cannot be okay, that may be a challenge for those people having kidney problem you know what I mean. I don't know because I have not done the test, but then the kidney people, they are not supposed to drink high what do you call it, so-called mineral product that actually they may cause their kidney to be more worse but apart from that, most of the people can drink. Of course, pregnant lady, we have many again. We have many pregnant lady drinking. But again, I cannot promote again. These are not. People ask me before you can drink because these are actually oxygen water. They are nothing. In fact, when they are pregnant, a lot of people eat a lot of things without even realizing, especially processed food. They do not know. Like for example, I don't mention a lot of food. A lot of this processed food that they eat when they are pregnant. Actually, they are more harm than compared to our PSR, which is very safe because we really know what are the ingredients, what is the purpose, and what are the good things. So I'm trying to say this. Remember, again, don't say that I want to promote this to the pregnant. No, I'm just sharing you my knowledge, my experience, telling you that actually PSR is a very safe. In fact, I told you it's a treasure. It's a power. If you don't know how to use it, you don't because you don't understand it, right? But you know now, you don't use it, it's a waste. You really must drink it a lot.
Okay, Chris again asked by refer to the bottle have expired date 2020 October. Does it mean that you still can consume it like storage wine for a long season?
Yes. Now, okay, let me tell you something. Under the certain rules of the packaging, right, all product they must have a specific kind of so-called expiry date. So like you there's expiry, you have to put it there because otherwise they you know what I mean. In fact, there are in the olden days when they don't have this rule, my product, the previous product, we put 10 years, the expiry 10 years. You know what I mean? But now because of the requirement, you cannot put 10 years. They can put, I think, up to maximum 3 years or something like that. That's why all the product have to put under this kind of category. But again, as I mentioned before, this actually, the longer it is, the better it is. Just like, I don't know whether vinegar, vinegar is you can keep quite long one. It must be pure. I mean, in a safe place. You don't go and put simply in a dirty place. In a safe place. The longer you keep, the longer it is, and it tastes better. Same concept like a wine too like a, you know what I mean.
What is the best time to drink?
Okay, 1 day 3 times morning, afternoon, and night time. Okay, if you can drink 4 times, never mind, but at least 3 times. Those people who drink 8 drops 3 times. But for me, I drink 1 day 2 times. I'm not quite happy with it because each time that I drink, the effective efficacy can last me from 4 hours to 8 hours. That means the continuous action of converting all the oxygen, convert to replenish all these things about 4 to 8 hours.
Can drop few drops into coffee or Milo and drinks.
You can, but it's not so effective anymore. Not so effective. Try to drink together with plain water if you can. Drink water better. The best result is pure water. Pure water means I'm talking about distilled water or RO water. The next best is actually fruit juice or those kind of things. Because apart from that, like Milo, other things, I think they have some other chemical or sugar. I think those are not very good ingredient that you want to put in your body. So put in the best ingredient in the body. Don't put all those artificial things in your body. Okay.
Okay.